Hello, welcome to the box room. I have here another 1541. This is an original, but not quite the oldest. The oldest disk drives like this with a, oh, don't you be sliding light, or the 1540. Oh, and this is the 1541. Oh, and I believe I did not check the power switch. So it did come on, but it does sound noisy. Is there a disk in there? There is not. Well, first we'll put our blank disk in here. You know what I could do, because I have the performance test in, without doing anything else. Device not. Oh, well, of course it's not present. I did not transfer the cable. I must be careful. See, the 1541s, they have a bit of a lean to them. So as you get them, whoa, stacked higher and higher. Wow, I can't get that in. Okay, it's in. Run. Okay, let's see what happens. Yeah, that's noisy. I would not be surprised if this needs a little help along the way, but mind you, keep in mind, this drive is probably not spun in 30 years or more. I don't know. So, you know. Anyway, the light is on. It's doing its thing. We'll see what happens. It does seem that the noise is lessening, and I do hear the head moving. So that is encouraging. It is. Anyway, so this is a 1541 of the earlier kind that would have been. Well, the 1540 was specifically made for the VIC-20. And when the 64 came out, the original 1540s wouldn't work with the 64 without a ROM upgrade. And they came out with the 1541, which would work with either one. And so if you had a VIC-20 and you were getting a 64, you somehow or another probably went to your dealer and said, yeah, I need the ROM upgrade. And they happily charged you to open it up, swap out. I'm not sure if it was one chip or two chips. I think it was just one. I don't think it was three. I think it was just one. And then you are good for the VIC-20 and the 64. I believe. So this one is a very white looking drive, although, as with many, the top and the bottom may look a slight shade off. That's just the way it was. So it is now formatting the disk. It does seem to be maybe taking a little longer, but I still hear the head moving along little by little by little. I do. So we'll see. Oh, it seems to be going a little faster now. Be interesting to see how it does when the head's. Okay, what are we doing? It has passed. It is opening a write file and writing data. Always remember, of course, this will work on a VIC-20, this program. Note it is formatted for 22 columns, and it is small enough to fit in a standard VIC-20. Boom, boom. So it does have a little bit of a funny noise to it, though. I think this may be a time. I finally did get this little syringe of oil. I think it's actually synthetic oil, but it's exactly the kind of thing that I was hoping to be able to get, to just put the tiniest little tweak of oil on things like the thing that holds the disc down just up above, because those can make some noises. They can. Anyway, so we're still using and testing on the 64 that also came with this disk drive. And there are other things from this great man that need to be checked out. There was a 128, the 1571, and then there's discs. But also there are power supplies for both. And of course, before I plug the power supply in, I will check it with this checker. Okay, things are happening here. We seem to be doing okay. I'm really hoping that when it gets to the moving of the head, that it sounds okay. It has passed. How joyful is that? Okay, so let us load the directory. And we will see that there is very little on it. Which of course makes sense, because it's a blank disk. So we will load, we'll move up, so we don't have to type it again. We'll load the directory on this, see how it does. I think it went okay. Okay, let's see. Is there anything else? I really don't want to do the whole check this thing. That can take an hour. It can. Oh, let me just list that again, see if there's anything else. How to use C64 Red, printer test, diskette, view BAM. I mean, really, ultimately, I'd like to give both of these drives a little more of a workout, but they do seem to be working. And that is good. I suppose what I could do to give it a bit of a workout, I could go into this box and I could pull things out and I could have a look and see what I see. And I could put things back in here, including this diagnostics thing. It's funny, most diagnostics, if you really have a computer that's dead, of course the diagnostics won't do anything. Well, then you know you got something that's pretty dead. Alright, so we'll pop out. So we're going to load, take a disk called Epics Summer Games. Oh, where'd I go? Oh, there I am. Hello. Hello. And I'll put it in here.
That was easy.
And then we will load the directory. Now, chances are there's not much to do here. Oh. We will load quote asterisk quote comedy comma 1. Oh. And we'll see. These disks are kind of, there's a lot going on here. There it is. So chances are, if a drive works with this, and it did the performance test, etc., it's probably doing okay. Now, another thing I have found from the 4040s recently is, of course, undoubtedly, before I even think of if I'm going to, oh, see, there's that noise. Is there 3 things I think I should do to any of these to ensure that they continue to be good? Clean the head, grease the rails, and put just a little drop of oil, just a little drop, on the top thing that holds the disc in place. Just a little. You don't want it run down on the disc. But just there's that noise. Just a tiny tweak, and that should help them carry on. Okay. Let us. Oh, what's going on here? I guess. Do I need a joystick? I probably do. I'm gonna go for port 2. Be careful not to short this out. Let's look at the world records. That one, oh, we just saw that. Opening ceremonies. Okay. The birds are flying. Oh, yeah. Well, I think that does enough for me to show that this drive is somewhat functional. Perhaps, oh no, this other one it still thinks it's a 9. I could change it to an 8. Alright, this drive going off. Cable moving, being careful not to shake the light so that it falls. Okay, serial cable in. Power cable. Hello, where's the power cable? There's the power cable. Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, that power switches. Snug. Okay. So we will put this disc in, turn this over, turn this off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And turn the 64 back on. And then because we know that the program is called disk address change, we can just put in disk with an asterisk. All right, it's not device 8, it's device 9. But that too will change. We will run it. We're going to go from 9 to 8. Done. And that, of course, will only last for as long as this is on. But it's not a bad thing to take a disk such as this and to then load. Yeah, I know. Okay. This does seem to be taking longer than the other one. I think it is doing strange things. Okay, hang on. And if I turn the 64 off, I think it resets the drive to device 9. Of course, if I were to unplug the serial cable and then turn the 64 on and off, but see, the last one, it was very quick. It loaded, then I had to type in run. So now, is this doing strange things? I'm not sure. I hear the head moving. Okay, let's run. We got nothing. Okay, I am going to unplug the serial port cable. I'm going to turn off the 64. I'm going to turn it back on. It will not have a chance to reset this drive. I will put this back in. And you know what? I thought we were only going to be on that screen for a second, but it seems we're not. So I will poke 53280, 0. I will poke 53281, 1. I will change the cursor to white. I will load asterisk quote, 8, 1. And this is peculiar. Because indeed, the other one loaded for just a moment. But you see that asterisk thing? It doesn't always mean load the first thing. If everything's just been turned on, it does. But the drive remembers things. So I wonder, okay. And what if I type in run? Nothing. All right, let's look at the directory. I remember it showed us like nothing before. All right, well, let's just say S asterisk for summer games. Okay, let's run. Maybe this will do. Oh, look at that. Summer games is coming in. Very strange. Oh, and here we just want to see if the disk drive works, that's all. And it does seem to be working. So this machine, the 64, and this disk drive have a long history together, going way back into the 80s. So it's nice to see them talking again. There are many people who we may have known from the 80s that we're not talking to anymore. You know. Ta-da. All right. Well, you know what? Let's just for fun. First of all, change it to 1. I'm going to say practice. And maybe I'll just click on something so that it forces it to load it in and see if it works. Am I really going to do the skate shooting? Maybe. Maybe not. We'll see. I don't remember how a lot of these things work, but I do remember that a lot of time, on occasion, was spent playing such games. So I'll try and... okay, hang on. Contestant push button to begin. Okay. Oh, I see. I have to follow it. Nope. 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 Oh, I thought I had that one. Nope. Nope. I think I need to switch hands. My one thumb has been a little sore. Nope. I am consistent. Nope. No. Targets. No. Oh, I got one. I've had a chance at 24. I've hit 1. No. Push button to exit skeet shooting. Yeah, that was most unmemorable. Needs work. Anyway, these drives do seem to be quite fine. I suppose this does give an interesting opportunity, because what we have is a drive that thinks that it is device 9, and I've just turned it off, so it really thinks it's going to be device 9. Oh, I can then plug this in to daisy chain these things together. Okay. Now I need another power cable, which I believe, okay, that's the one that's in. I believe there should be another, oh, that goes to a power supply. There should be another cable. What does this go to? Nope, that is a monitor cable. I thought I even had an extra one plugged in here. Oh, what's that? Okay, way down on the bottom. There's one. Excuse me, just a moment. Okay, power cable. And I think it's plugged in. We will trace it to the source. We'll pull it. Oh, maybe it's not. Oh, golly. What is going on here? Yeah, it's so good to have this all neat and tidy. Okay, I'm going to the door. Going to the door. Where I will delicately pull, or try to pull the cable out without having things fall on me. Oh, things are falling. Okay, but I think I found another. What's this? Okay. All right. I have a power cable. That did not go as smoothly as I would like. All right. So, I'm going to take this power cable. We'll put it into this drive. And we will turn it on. And we will turn it on. I thought I turned it on. Oh. Oh. Okay. So, we now have a Commodore 64 connected to a device 8 and a device 9. Oh, okay. Look at that. It's wanting me to enter. Oh, yeah. Country. Yeah. No. Okay. We're good. We're going to reset. We're going to start fresh. We're going to give it a moment. Don't like to turn it on and off too quickly. Okay. So we will poke 53280, 0. We will poke 53281, 0. We'll change the directory. Now that's interesting. What's going on here? We are turned on. We are connected. Let's try that again. We are locked up. All right, what do we got here? That's strange. Very strange. This worked before. All right, just a moment here. Nothing is ever easy as it seems. Okay, I'm going to, something definitely locked up there. I'm going to put this cable, oh, it's unlocked though. Okay, so that drive all by itself came to life when I asked it for. Now I will daisy chain this one to this one, device 8 to device 9, and I will try to do that again. File not found. This is interesting. Okay, now it is spinning. Okay, we have the test demo. I'm going to see if device 9 now tries to do something. It does, but it doesn't have a disk. What does it? Oh, that's funny. That one loaded. Yeah. This is peculiar. It loaded the test demo disk, but when okay, now it did. This is very strange. All right, hang on. Very strange indeed. Okay, so why don't I see copy all on here? Well, is it not here? This is very strange. They're forever and ever and ever on the test demo disk. Oh, this is not going well. There has been a program called copy all. It was done by Jim Butterfield, and it wasn't fast, but it worked. Well, let's load UNI-COPY and see what that does. This is very strange. That program, as far as I know, has been on all the disks for a long time. I don't want to copy from one. Shall I change a unit number? No. Ah, okay. So we're going to put this blank disk into device 9. We're going to copy from 8 to 0, 9, 0. We're going to them all. Oh, okay, this looks like the same program. It just has a new name. So I guess I have to keep pressing yes. Interesting. I'll have to look at this. Okay, do you want to know the output disk? Yes. So we're going to call it Jimmy B, and the ID we'll put JB. And just let me, I'm sure, yes, I have the right disk in there. Okay, so the drive is now formatting the disk. When did that get the name change? I will have to list this program and see. It looks the same, but I never knew. I've never seen it called UNI-COPY. It's called copy all. It was. I can hear the head moving and doing its thing. Still going. So what this should do, and we probably won't watch for the whole thing. Who knows? Maybe this is an upgraded version. I don't know. But if you notice at the beginning, it did have the option. If you had two drives that were the same address, you could change it from within the program, which is very handy. And how do you do that? Well, you tell it yes. You make sure one drive is off. You make sure one drive is on. And there you go. Okay, illegal tracking sector. Okay, let's just list this for a second. I don't see the Butterfield thing on the front of this. Oh, golly. All right, I think maybe let's load the directory into device 9. It didn't load. It didn't format right. All right, time to calmly reflect on this. So we now should have a disk in device 9. Okay, we're back to it won't respond. This is peculiar. I'm going to turn this one off. Nothing happened. Now, it's funny. This is strange. I have not seen this sort of strangeness before. Oh, I'm going to format this disk in 0, colon. I will call it strange, comma, st, oops, comma, st, quote, colon, close, 15. So what I've done is just open 15, comma, 9, comma, 15, comma, quote, n, 0, colon, strange, comma, st, close, 15. And we'll see. I wonder if some of the modifications have done something. Also, there could be some discrete failure going on. There could be. Because sometimes chips fail completely. Sometimes they go a little bit weird. Sometimes. Anyway, it does sound like it is formatting. Commodore had a variety of disk jackets over the years. There's one. Ooh. Oh, they have things written on the back of it. What does that say? It's in a variety of languages, I think. Avoid touching exposed area of magnetic disk. Yes. So we're going to load the directory on device 9. And that's strange, but it worked. Then we're going to go up to UNI-COPY. And we'll load it off device 8. Yeah, basically this warning is important handling information. And in a variety of things it says, avoid contamination and warpage. Return disk to its envelope when not in use. Store in an environment that is between 50 degrees Fahrenheit and 125 degrees Fahrenheit with a relative humidity between 10 and 90%. All right. Okay, so we're going to run. Shall I change unit? No. 8090. Okay, so I'm going to just tell it to do it all. Now we're not going to watch this. We're just going to see if it works. Because the last time when I tried to have it format, when I put this, no. Things went squirrely. But it seems to be doing its thing. Now, we'll see. Universal disk file copy. Strange, though. I don't know when copy all was removed. It looks to me that someone just maybe has modified this ever so slightly. I do like the fact that it counts off the blocks. I do. And as always, I mean, you can see it better than I there. It's good to watch the drive activity lights, the ones that are red, and see if they are flashing and doing strange things. And so far, these are not doing strange things. They should be, it's not that they should just stay on, they should stay on steady when they're doing something, and then in between files, they will go on, they will go off. But they should not be like flashing and flashing, and certainly if you start hearing the head banging, there is struggling going on. Anyway, it's good to hear the noises of the drive spinning, the heads being moved back and forth by the stepper motor, and seeing that things are counting and the lights are steady and strong. Anyway, there is a bunch more stuff on the disc. So, yes. So, of course, don't forget the World of Commodore coming up December 2nd and 3rd of 2023 at the ADMIRAL Inn in Mississauga, Ontario. And if you're looking at this video after that, I would like to think that then you should look forward to the World of Commodore 2024, likely at the ADMIRAL Inn, and likely on whatever days of the first weekend of December in 2024. At least that is the plan. And I hope I will talk to the good people at the Toronto Pet Users Group and say, people got to know. And even if you don't know much, like early on, I didn't know much about the location, although it is back its original location. There was a chance it would be moved. But just there should be something up online that says, it is our intention that in the first weekend of December of 2024 that we will have the World of Commodore 2024. And if that's all they know, then they should say, check back for details. So people can set aside the weekend, not necessarily, book hotels and flights and things and stuff, because, things happen. There was one year that it actually wasn't in the first weekend of December. It ended up being the second because there was some conflict of some sort. I was not involved. I don't know what that meant even. But I know it was the second weekend. Maybe it was one of those things where it was like the first was the Sunday or something. I don't know. I don't know. Or maybe it was just, maybe the hotel was already booked. I don't know. But anyway, hopefully, actually, you know what? Because this pretty much goes on every year, they could put up a thing that basically says, it is our intention that on the first weekend in December of every year forthcoming, we will have this. So set the weekend aside. And do come back for details. Come back for specifics. Yes. There's nothing like, if you really want to make sure an event is poorly attended, don't tell anybody it's happening. There's another fellow I know, he's involved with another enterprise, nothing to do with Commodore, nothing at all. And their marketing efforts seem to be just, I don't know, it's hard to describe. Just say, for example, these people are interested in gathering people from the arts communities. You got to get involved in the arts communities and let them know what you're doing. And from what I heard, that they were sending out emails to like hair salons and nail places, and it was like, what do you do? Like, the expression "who ties your shoes" comes to mind when I hear about some of these brilliant marketing ideas. Actually, I remember hearing many people say that, here we have the engineering department, the people actually do something, and then there's the marketing department. And supposedly the 1764 and the 1750 RAM expansion didn't exist. But then the people, including Bill Hurd, they get out to the CES show, and there's this poster or something other proclaiming that the 128 has 640K. Why? Well, because IBM compatibles have 640K. And of course, they don't have 640K. There's no such thing. But anyway, Bill Hurd, being the good man that he was, said, "Oh well, I guess." And he sat down and started to design a RAM expander for the 128, the 1750. And then, of course, along came the 1764. And really, the best part of the 1764 was it came with a new power supply. Okay, we're ready. We're done. Another input disk ready? No. No. So we will check the directory. And that is a strange disk. And we will check the directory on 8. And with the block count the same, it is the same. So things seem to be good. Anyway, I had no intention of this video being this long. But, things happen. So there are other things to test, other things to do, and I want to grease up this chair. And I think I got to charge up this phone. So, thanks for coming. We'll see you again soon. Please write with any questions or comments. Have a lovely, lovely, lovely day. Bye for now.